why would you go to a man's house knowing he likes you without wanting to have sex with him? So you know this man wants to have sex with you. So you go in knowing that this person likes you, he would likely want to have sex with you. And so, and Natalia mentioned that for her, that's like a 50% consent. And that was where I was like, no, we can't say that, right? And so let's start from that premise downwards. So in a situation like that, as you said, there's nothing like a fraction of consent, like 10% consent, 50% no. Consent is either all in, like 100%, or not consent at all.
It's a straight yes or no.
Exactly. Now the scenario. Going to a man's house doesn't necessarily have to translate to sex, right? True. He could be a married man. He could be a single man.
No. This is not, I mean, with what I just said, I didn't say his household.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere, even a trip, right? Spending time together privately with a man you know likes you doesn't automatically translate to sex.
Okay.
Right? Maybe I like him too, and I'm going because I like him, and I want to get to know him. I want to spend time with him to get to know him. So we are getting to know each other. We don't have to have sex to know each other.
True.
So that's a thing, right? And so if I come to your house or go on a trip with you, understanding that you like me and I also like you and we want to get to know each other, that's not me automatically giving you access to my body.
True.
So you don't get to claim access because I consented to being in the same space with you.
True.
Right? And the argument, and I like that you mentioned that, he spends money and he also has to get something.
Not that he has to get something, but he made his intentions clear from the onset. Because usually for some of these things, like, so for instance, there's a trip. You're going, he's booking one room. You both are sleeping on the bed, on that bed together. And he's made it clear that this is what I want. And that is where my argument comes in that, but if I don't think I'm ready for that kind of thing, I won't even go in the first place.
Exactly. Are we operating on the premise that he said, we are going on this trip to have sex? And then the lady said...
He may not have said it expressly. But again, we don't work with just words. Our body language speaks a lot. This is a man that's probably rubbing his hand around your thigh every chance he gets. So obviously he hasn't hidden the fact that he would want to get more if given the opportunity. So these things, he doesn't have to say it like, all the way out there. But if you're a grown person, you've been around men before, you can tell that this is what it is. And one of my arguments was that, but I don't like the fact that anybody will put themselves in a position where they have to fight for their right to say no, or to say, I don't want this, or whatever. Because when you put yourself in a place where it's dominant for the other person, right? If it is your house, or if you have paid to take me somewhere, it is your space, I may not be able to control how you behave.
True. But we don't have to look at it as the person's space, though. So, again, let's operate on the premise you narrated now, that, okay, I know he's made it clear that he wants me, and maybe I want him too, and so I want to spend time with him. Now, if we say that you're putting yourself in a position where you have to fight for your safety, we are saying that, okay, this person I'm traveling with has no self-control, this person has the mind of a child, this person cannot regulate their emotions. This person feels that because he's paying for a hotel room to spend time with him, he automatically has access to my body. And this isn't just for women, right? And that's why I really, really wanted to comment on that, because when you push this narrative, you are telling men that if they invite a woman into their private space and she comes, they're entitled to her body.